That's gonna be a violation. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Ninja Review. Today we are reviewing Braden Hoban's Catalyst part on the Thrasher Magazine YouTube channel. Tomorrow, Elijah Burrell's part. These are two of the three names people are considering for Skater of the Year, along with Jamie Foy. If maybe you thought Deeds belonged in that conversation, you should probably keep on trucking, because I doubt we're gonna get anywhere near as many roll-on grinds from a true professional. Rewind and play. A link to this video will be in the description below. What can we expect from Braden Hoban? Some big rails, some giant kick flips into rails, some kick flip crooks, some switch tray flips, some kind of weirdly gray footage right here, a little bit of B-roll. We can expect some big bangers. I first discovered this guy on a Hubba Hideout contest, back grind cross lock into the Susky, and he killed that contest. Made the kickflip back nose blunt look easily. We get a grind right here from probably Dakota. Big spin off, no toe drags, no heel drags, no tic tacs. I think right here what we can expect is some real professionalism. Although now we have a fall montage. I didn't expect that in this part, because when you watch this guy, it looks like he rarely falls. Every trick is typically perfect. We don't get any crazy tic tacs and toe drags. Nothing looks wild, right? He can ollie into the grinds. Giant 5-0 here. You can tell he's got that on lock because it's in a line. Next trick, giant backside flip, had to jump over the crack right there. Fakey heel flip, pushing twice. Half cab crook, he just hit his head on that same trick a moment ago. Backside heel, little tic tac, 180 nose grind, 180. Getting ready to go. Watch out for the red shirt. Front crook, rails wiggling, front nose grind. We get some big tricks. Kick flip grind right there. Backside nose grind. Is it an over crook? Who cares? Nollie front heel, pushing twice. Fakey front side flip, nicely done. Kick flip nose manual here on a spot that didn't really ask for it. Pushing a few times, we're gonna get a high ollie maybe. No, we're not. Another kickflip 50-50, a little bit of a repeated trick. Front board shove. So far, we can say there's a lot of action. We get a board slide big spin, back lip shove on a giant rail, hard flip. He's got the switch. He's got the flip tricks. He's got the manuals. He's got the jumping off the gaps. He's got the rails. He's got some ramps. He's got a front heel. Wait a minute. It's called a front heel, but where actually is the heel located? I hope it's not on the ground. That's gonna be a violation. Play. Not that big of a deal. It barely touched. In fact, some of you would probably give him the benefit of the doubt. Another big rail here. Backside lip, holding on, has the balance, has the skills. Big gap coming up. Gap to crooked grind. Everything is filmed very well. Big gap to back lip. The intensity is here. He could have had a 15-minute part if he would have filled this with B-roll, but instead it's non-stop action. We get a front tail on the round rail, then the back tail on the round rail, kick flip front nose from a professional skater. We've seen some pros for Adidas not even able to do that trick. Can you imagine getting paid to not be able to kickflip front nose? Nice Susky there on a huge rail going through the what do you call those things? Leaves. Of course, leaves. See, this pro skater rides through the leaves. A lot of pro skaters just film leaves, and that's it. That's part of their video part. Just filming a leaf, just sitting there, leafing around. Giant feeble through the double kink. Heel flip up, flipping in, flip nose grind 180. That was insane. Backsmith, he's got the big rails, he's got the small rails, we got variety. Has anything really been sloppy except for potentially maybe the front heel? Also, look at this spot. Kind of a skate park kind of setup, but at least he's doing more than the basic skate park tricks. Impossible nose grind, maybe a 3-shove, maybe not. Kickflip back nose grind. We get the other guy, 270 lip. Kickflip front over blunt. What are we gonna even call that? We get a back grind here, maybe a shove out. No, maybe a big spin out. Love to see it. I'm not a big fan of the cross locks, but you know what? That's just the team I've chosen to be on, right? This guy likes it. It doesn't look aesthetic to me, but you know what? Who cares? I'm not the one riding the skateboard. It's a free country. Am I right? There's no rules in skating. A lot of you guys like to quote that for me. There's no rules in skating, so why do you care if it's clean or not? Okay, well, if there's no rules, then I guess I'll continue making my videos the way that I like to make them. That's not against the rules, right? We get the front crook right there. I do love that this guy is just walking by, kind of noticing what's happening. The people below probably did not expect to have such a cool clip, and sometimes things just fall into place. We have some B-roll here, but it didn't take over the entire part, right? We get a long back grind here, got the cross lock going. You guys will notice that on some tricks, he chooses not to cross lock. I wonder if it's easier to keep the grind going for longer when you do it that way. I'll show you later in this part because I can't imagine he won't do any more 50-50s. By the way, I did watch this part the other day. Grind up, front board out, heel locked on that one, for example, if they show it again. And of course they don't. That's my luck with these reviews. Giant backsmith here, 180s out, holding on, has the perfect balance. Right there, a lot of people may look at this type of trick and be like, oh, he just locked in, and once you're in, you're in. Well, front feebles and backsmiths are not like that. You need to constantly have that grind going perfect, because if one thing goes wrong, you're gonna fall out. Kickflip, front blunt shove on a handrail. Have we ever seen that before? Maybe let me know in a comment below. We've got manuals. We get the fakie. I said fakie half cab flip the other day, and somebody made fun of me. You get the fakie backside flip. Then the nollie back heel going for this ramp into a crooked grind. Look at that. Rolls away, doesn't touch the ground. Some people believe that it's impossible to not touch the ground on certain tricks. Some people even use arm length as an excuse. This guy looks like he has long arms, but he doesn't have any excuses for skating sloppily because, God forbid, a pro skater skate at the professional level. Giant kickflip front board across the gap. I wouldn't mind some other tricks into, was that Leo Romero? Some other tricks into rails. We get a lot of kickflip front board, flip back lip, kickflip grind, kickflip front grind. We get a lot of that. Wouldn't mind a heel flip into a front board every once in a while, or heel flip backboard, or maybe nollie flip into something, who knows? We get a nice front blunt flip there. There's so much action. Flip back tail, flip nose grind. I mean, you want to talk about non-stop hammers? I think this is the guy. If there's anyone that can give Foy a run for their money, someone who's truly pushing skateboarding to evolve in the right direction, not devolve in the wrong direction with roll-on grinds and toe drags. This guy is really pushing what's possible in skating by making the impossible possible with every single video part. Right here, we get a little ledge trick. He's got some tech. We get a backsmith kickflip, right? Some people do tricks like that as a single trick on a ledge, not this guy. Board slide through multiple kinks, landing on some terrible ground. We get a little bit of B-roll, right? At least we're showing the trick in the B-roll. We get what, another Dakota? Maybe, probably. Don't quote me on that. Whenever I say the wrong name of a pro skater, you guys hang me out to dry in the comments. Perfect kickflip back nose blunt. That could be a video game with how perfect it looks. We get a Smith grind right here. All the way around town. Jumps out. Lands bolts. Is there anything to complain about, really? We get a grind here, locking on the heel side. Maybe he only cross locks on the backside grinds. I didn't really notice that earlier, but that could be a theory. Little bit of B-roll, right? Tasteful B-roll. Now he's walking around the grass. Didn't have to bring keen ramps. Only brought a couple of pieces of wood. Kickflip front grind. Again, locks on the heel side. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Cool little angle here. I mean, what is left to be desired from this guy? What can he do that would make us say, oh, he is skater of the year or he's not? I guess I would like to hear in a comment what sets him apart. We get a giant front blunt, kick flips out, does not drag the heel. Show it again. Show how long this is, how high this is. It's not the friendliest looking rail. I mean, maybe you can skate there all day, but jumping onto that is still going to be a big problem. And for the final trick of the video, could you pick a bigger spot? Could you pick a more aesthetic trick? And could you pick a more movie-like ending for him to snap the tail. I mean, that's something rare for even a pro skater to land a big trick down a big rail, snap the tail, and still roll away, because sometimes the board falling apart causes you to fail. This could not be a better looking banger for a video part. Again, what can this guy do better than what he already did? I would say pretty much nothing. This is not only just a 10 out of 10, but I would say this is even a groundbreaking video part. And a lot of you guys say, well, he's too much like Nyjah. Everything's like a robotic trick. Yeah, that's not an accident. This guy practiced for hours, turned into days, turned into weeks, turned into years to create the career that he has carved out for himself. And there's very few people who have done this much on the skateboard, this big, this many tricks, this cleanly. There's nothing to complain about. This is an 11 out of 10. Does it steal the spotlight from Jamie Foy? In my opinion, the answer is no. But it's damn close. And I would love to hear your thoughts in a comment below. Don't forget, a link to this video will be in the description below. We have new merch, everybody, right below this video. And don't miss tomorrow's video, because a lot of people are saying Elijah Burrell could be also Skater of the Year. And who knows? I'll be giving you guys my opinion in tomorrow's upload. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Kuna Matata. In the arms